but I think I'm good at rambling and ranting. And sometimes it takes me a few shots to get it right. And I don't want to forget anything if I have to go back and re record. So I just want to get it done. Um, I just wanted to address something. These days, we all know people are offended by everything, anything, the silliest little things. And I was watching, well, I had a situation happen recently where someone was offended by something that I said to them. And it just got me really thinking, you know, this isn't the first time that this has happened, as was brought to my attention by my pastor. And same situation, or, similar situation. Both times I said something to someone, and I have no reason to lie or try to defend myself. But in those situations, I said something to people, not in a harsh way, as I was kind of accused of, but just in an honest way. And I said them pretty kindly for, if you look at my reputation, um, I actually said that I said these things pretty kindly. Just very chill. I didn't get in anybody's face. I wasn't attacking anyone. I didn't point fingers. It wasn't anything dramatic. I just simply said the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes. People get super offended. People are so entitled these days that when someone finally has the balls to tell them the truth, it can feel like an attack. And I understand that. I mean, I so yesterday, after I had a conversation with my pastor about this situation, I just happened to stumble across a video of the Dave Ramsey show, the Ramsey show. And this is a video I had actually seen before. This video is years old. I had seen it before. I knew exactly what happened. I didn't even need to watch this video because I knew exactly what it was about, but something told me just to watch this video. And it had Dr. John Deloney, who I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. He kind of drives me nuts sometimes. But every now and then, he'll have a little something that catches my ear and just really makes sense. So, what he said, what this girl was saying, that she feels bad um, about something. Her family was wanting something from her, and she feels bad. And Dr. John said, feelings aside, let's look at the truth behind it. Was this truly, something you should feel bad about, or was this truly I can't remember exactly what he said, of course, and I just rewatched it so that I didn't stumble on this. But basically, what the point is someone can say something to you in a loving and kind way, and it can feel like an attack. But that's your problem. You can feel any way you want. Doesn't mean that that's how it was said to you or that's how it was meant to come to you. Um, so, I get this kind of realization that even I do this. My husband, love him. We've been together for 25 years. We have a strong marriage. But he says things sometimes that make me feel like he's saying something rude or hurtful. And he thinks it's like he was not trying to be that way at all. He was just trying to be funny or just being sarcastic or something. And I have a tendency to feel, like he was being rude. Well, that's a me problem. You would think after 25 years together, I could read him better and not be so offended by what he said to me. And also, I feel like maybe he, after 25 years, should realize that I'm a little sensitive to the things he says. And I joke all the time, like, oh, that was supposed to be a joke. Well, that's because you're not funny, so I'm always like, that's my comeback. Well, you're not funny. So, quit trying to make these jokes. And so I just wanted to point out that not everything is an attack. Even if you feel like it is an attack on you, the truth hurts. That's a saying for a reason. The truth hurts. And it hurts all of us sometimes. And especially people who are entitled, who are not used to people telling them the truth. And I, unfortunately, seem to always be the one to have to do that. I don't know. I feel the need to just kind of snap people back to reality, to tell people like the truth. I'm not a fake person. I don't lie to people. I don't try to be something I'm not. If I talk crap about you behind your back, you can be damn sure I'll say it to your face. I have no problem. I'm not really talking behind someone's back. I'm just telling a story, my version of a story. And if you walk up, I'm not going to stop talking. I'm going to continue that. You could be right here with me, and I'll continue my story right in front of your face because I got no problem with that. Um, you know, it just it bothers me that people take something that was said not harshly and accuse someone of attacking them, basically, and then that person is made out to be a villain or the bad guy. And I mean, really, all they did was just be honest. And they weren't attacking anyone. I wasn't attacking the people who basically accused me of that or of being harsh with them or whatever. I said it in a kind, respectful way, the same way I would talk to my own young children. I have 5 kids, and they're respectful people. And I think you would notice if I treated my kids like crap. I can tell when people's kids are treated like crap. And I think you would notice if I treated my kids that way. And so therefore, I wouldn't treat other people that way. That would make me a pretty crappy person. And I feel like I'm a loving, raw, tender, caring, honest, very real person. And that's hard for a lot of people to accept and to understand. And sometimes my truth feels harsh, but that's just how you feel. That may not be the truth of the matter. That's just how you feel about it. But that's a you problem, not a them problem. I'm going to be completely honest. Talking to my pastor about this yesterday, I was feeling like, so he likes to elaborate on his explanations and try to get the point across. And I'm like, I'm a pretty wise person. I already knew everything he was talking about. I already understand all of that. It's not an issue for me. So I was feeling annoyed with him and feeling annoyed with the things he was saying. It's not that he was being annoying. I just felt like the things he was saying were annoying to me. And that's a me problem. He was just trying to be kind and loving and helpful and explain things to me in a way, that I would understand, but I was like, this is so annoying. I already know all this. Like, why, duh. That's kind of how I felt when he was talking to me. And I didn't say that, obviously, because that would be super rude. But that is what I was feeling. But that's a me problem. That's not, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't actually being annoying. So I didn't say, you're so annoying. I did say, like, this is the kind of crap that kept me from the church for so long. This is the kind of crap that makes me not want to come to church anymore, because it seems like the church we go to is just drama, one thing after another. The people there are just so gossipy, and it makes me crazy. And I feel like it's almost bringing us down instead of lifting us up to where we want to be as a Christian family, a newly Christian family. I was just recently saved, my husband and I feel like the church we go to doesn't always lift us up the way we had hoped and kind of counted on it to. And I realize that's going to be anywhere you go. I'm not unrealistic. I know, like, there's drama everywhere. I just feel like, is church the right place for us? Maybe not. Anyways, thanks for anybody who listened to my rant. Um, I just hope that maybe someone out there can hear this and just really, next time something like this happens, someone says something to you and you're like, ugh, I feel attacked. Um, just maybe think about it. Like, are they attacking you? Or is that just how you're taking it? Is that just how it makes you feel? Because not everything is an attack. Not everything is said to you in a horrible, harsh way. But the truth hurts sometimes, even me. And we just have to realize, we just have to take a second, take a deep breath, think about what was said, how it was said, get to the truth behind your feelings, and realize that maybe it's not always someone against you. Sometimes they were just trying to be helpful, or do the right thing. And just that includes telling the truth sometimes. And occasionally someone's going to get their feelings hurt. I like to call it butt hurt. um, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Now, if I can figure out how to shut this off.